Alright. Okay, so this is Assassin's Creed Unity, which takes henceforth into the French Revolution, and that little message over there just said "Mort meets tyrant." Now, I'm sorry if I'm getting factual on you, but I'm pretty sure "Mort" means
No time to
death in
explain.
French.
Run!
I should really stop talking in these cutscenes. I think that's what I'll do for this episode.
Will we be taking a ride this evening, Professor?
No. I'm afraid not. These older models are entirely at the mercy of the breeze, and there is far too much of it, I'm afraid, to be safe. Now, this particular example... What do you think you're doing? Get out of there this instant!
Cut the ropes! I'll cover you!
Oh my.
Alright, so, anyways, this takes part in the French Revolution, the bloodiest time in history. We're not helping out that count either, but, the thing is there's a lot of accurate historical events that have happened between the lines that we are crossing. So, yeah, I know what happened in the French Revolution. I do know that Napoleon was held some sort of was held responsible for a certain army. I do realize that,
Just one more!
he wasn't that small in height as much as people think he was. He was a little bit taller, not very tall, but he wasn't as small as the cartoons portray him. So, anywho, this game is actually,
You should see the view!
is actually only one of the few that actually can give you a
The wind is picking up!
historical, background. I do recommend this for anybody who plays Uncharted or any games of Tomb Raider or something like that. Give this game a try, because I know it might seem like it's foreign to you, and trust me, it is foreign. Anybody who starts playing this, it's very foreign to handle. But trust me, as soon as you're freaking there, you're there, and you master it. For any of those who don't know, I'm actually only 30% done with the story. And this is one of the missions. I'm using a katana, and I'm probably going to keep the katana as my main weapon for this gameplay. And that's about it. What's sort of impressive, yes, I'm recording the audio after playing the game. I don't have that type of software yet to do what I used to do. So pretty much it's the French Revolution in a nutshell, and it's a very, 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 very bloody time in history. Anybody who takes French class, I think that's what they do in French 2. Meaning if I take French now, I'll probably be able to get an A in it. But anywho, back to the topic. So, anywho, this is how I learn a little bit of what went down in France. What was the history of France? I looked into it. I researched all of this. I made sure to back up my facts. It was bloody. King Louis did get beheaded. There was a lot of blood, which made this a medicine for everyone else, and not to mention the gangs that were starting. Oh my god. That was just hearing about it is really bad, but portraying it too, I think there's a new trailer out that kind of gives you a basis of what happened. And Assassin's Creed Unity kind of portrays that. And it's very bloody. Okay, I'll be quiet now.
Oh no! Are you alright?
Ouch.
Oh no!
I'm all right.
It's very bloody. I can't stress that enough. That this timeline is very, very bloody,
It's a
and
long story.
and yeah, I'm kind of impressed because I mean, I was expecting to climb the Eiffel Tower, but then I remembered the Eiffel Tower didn't come in until like later on in Paris, and it shows you the Eiffel Tower, which I will show on a separate episode.
I really should talk to Napoleon about this.
And basically, what you need to do is you need to collect these data things and pretty much go into the future for a little bit. Not so far in that you're in like 2015 or anything like that, but like some sort of in between. As for the gameplay, well, it's okay. I mean, if they're adding zombies to Assassin's Creed, that would be cool. That would be awesome. I would want to see that because, well, it was a very bloody time in history. Do you know one of those corpses came back to life? Yes, I know. It's stretching out of what the history of the French Revolution was when it happened. But the thing is that that's how many people died. I'm to the point where like the zombies could have their own team and faction. Cinematics are great too. I could do a fraction of what he does.
Next time, I plan the escape route.
Which means I cannot do as much as he can. Like I can only do like maybe a fourth of what he can.
It's beautiful.
From up here, you'd never know the nation is tearing itself apart.
Can things ever go back to the way they were before, do you think?
Do you? After everything that's happened? Everything we've lost?
So that's it then. The course of history forever altered, never again to return.
Maybe we can't go back. But going forward isn't necessarily an ending.
Elise, You cheated.
You took too long.
I love you.
So, it's an interesting storyboard. Now, I kind of ruined, I think, one of the main parts of it. So don't watch this if you are interested in it. Like, don't watch any more of these if you're interested in it. It's an experience you should share on your own. And it's a very good experience at that. But yeah, right now we'll be doing episodes on it. So if you don't want any spoilers, then just we won't give any spoilers from the last 30%. Because I think this hits the 30% mark, and I decided to make more than like the crew videos on my channel. So that being said, I should shut up.
Had to dash. You looked so peaceful, I didn't want to wake you. Je t'aime, Elise.
Someone will come and collect it. Surely.
Okay, yeah, there was like a minute or two. I was trying to find another yellow chest, and I couldn't find it for the life of me. These yellow chests give you outfits from the previous games. Right now I'm looking for A.C.U, because I know I can't get Altair until I progress with the story. So, yeah. For any of those beginners who do not know what I'm talking about whatsoever, Altair is the first assassin in Assassin's Creed, and he was my favorite. Well, maybe because he couldn't swim and I can relate to that. Or maybe it was the fact that he was the very first one and that his attitude on everything was a little different than what others were. It's either that or I forget the name of it, but it's not Ezio. But it's an Italian descent. I forget what it is. But he kind of looks like Ezio. He's not Ezio, he kind of looks like it. And he gets a glider from Da Vinci. He gets a glider from Da Vinci. So, yeah, no, like they each have a certain thing to them. I do not know what Arno's thing is. Arno, for any of those who do not know, is the character I play as in A.C.U. A.C.U stands for Assassin's Creed Unity, if none of you knew. So, yeah, I'm going to be playing as Arno. Now, you will see me... Oh, quiet now.
Initiate, do you read me? I'm sorry about all this noise.
These things
There's
happen.
a waterfall of signal distortion. It's not looking good. How about one more boost before I lose this connection? Sending you the data now.
Okay, so here's another thing. You're still in today's time. Probably in the future. You're looking at your past. Now that sounds awesome. If that was happening to happen in real life, I would want to go in there for like plentiful amount of time. But it depends on which timelines I would get. Like it depends because like only a select few were assassins, if that makes any sense. So like I guess they would be called in first for their history. That's the storyboard for this.
So hold fast. Our own research couldn't locate the date and place of Germain's death, so you'll have to find it yourself. Bishop out.
The Animus is what you're in, and I'll show Black Flag. I'll show the Black Flag introduction because then you'll get a more clear understanding by what I mean by it's just an Animus. If I could, I would record the very first Assassin's Creed and start from there, but I can't, so I won't. And I think that was the only Assassin's Creed I ever decided to finish. This is the second one I'm trying to finish. All the other ones are kind of a blur. I mean, I did beat Revelations, but then again, that was with Ezio, and that was tied to Altair's story. I'm interested in that type of thing. I'm kind of interested in Arno's and into the Italian descent assassins family, but I'm not really interested in China, India, what else? What are the other ones? There's a certain Italian one I don't want to see, and I forget the others, because some of them are in comics too. But those are the people I'm interested in, or Altair, Ezio, and, who else am I talking about? Arno. Those are the three I want to know. Because those three seem to play an important role or part in this.
I saw Madame Gouge and Monsieur Fusilier last night.
This is actually, for any of those who don't know, you own like a cafe, and this is, you kind of have to renovate the place. I didn't maximize it until now, but now I don't have to worry about wasting my money on anything else.
Open a doorway in the basement. It would afford a way to come and go along the north bank, free from prying eyes. Should someone require such a thing.
Yeah, good one. Yeah, this is gonna be freaking 20 freaking minutes or more. So this is gonna be a long upload, but who cares?
Quiet like. Monsieur seemed upset, kept talking about nunneries and how there wouldn't be any more.
Oh god. Okay, I don't know if any of you just heard that, but there was some innuendos right there. I hate you so much. Oh no, and that's not the last part. Okay, there's a freaking like dirtbag in here. Like god, I would never be seen in the same room with him. Yeah, something about him just reeks like trouble. Okay. I decided to go back into the place and look at all the outfits I've gotten so far. Look at the outfits I need to get. Huh. So yeah. On other news, any of those who were, any of my friends who are looking for an anime to watch or something to keep them busy, Beyond the Boundaries was one that I recommended to one person, but there's a few others out there that will be recommended if I can find them. Some people have already watched Project K, so I've recommended that. I've recommended Beyond the Boundary, I should say. And Soul Eater. And God, there's so many others. There's only a few. One Punch Man's a good series to watch too. Red is a bad guy. Blue are just officers, but they're both bad because Blue represents the royal side, and if you know anything about the French Revolution, you would know that the royal side was thieves. They were stealing. They were like keeping more than they should have, which made these people feel the way they did. And then a lot of crap happened. It was their little, oh no, we don't have to share anything with them type of attitude that got them into the French Revolution. Not only that, but the red team's just a bunch of criminals. So, the way you look at it. I'm not going to get that thief, by the way. Not because I don't care, but because I have bigger fish to fry. We gotta bump into a ling nut soon, so watch out. Like I said, I could do a 1/4 of what this guy can do. Like, I could do 1/4 in real life. I've been seen to be able to actually do more than that too. So yeah, I could do 1/4. I'm not saying I'm as good as him because I wouldn't survive a jump like that. No one would. But I can do only 1/4 of what he does. I can only do a quarter of what he does. Like, I can't do a lot of what he does. I can do like a quarter of it. I've proven that a long time ago. That I am not afraid of heights. So, yep. This is another riot. That's all I see in here. Like, I'll see a bunch of people crowded. Good for blending in, but not good for when you need to actually get place to place. I was an idiot, so I did not think about going on higher ground as a faster thing. So I ended up doing this, and I did not really see a big difference in it. This guy is a ling nut, by the way. I can't do a nighttime version of it because I don't think any of you would see it either. So I'm not going to switch the time of day to ever be night in here. I think I'll keep it at this, maybe midday soon or later. But right now I think it's morning or dusk. Anywho, here's another cinematic for you. Here's the little nut job I was talking about.
Are you sure about this?
Not particularly, no. But the Marquis is on the National Convention with Le Pelletier. He might have some insight.
Which is a more incisive commentary on corruption in the bishopric. 7 nuns seducing a parish priest into
Oh,
debauchery,
God.
or an enormously endowed Benedictine sodomizing a goat named Pius.
No force in heaven or on earth will make me answer that question.
Nor would I.
Oh, no.
Eh.
The goat it is.
Eh.
So, what can I do for you? And your charming companion.
After you just said that, no, thank you.
Michel Le Pelletier. What can you tell us about him?
Ah, dear Louis. He went from abolishing the death penalty to calling for the king's head in 2 short years.
Where can we find him?
I'm afraid I don't often socialize with my fellow deputies. Something
Nice
about my
butt shot.
distaste for the beheading of the innocent. Speaking of innocence...
De Sade.
Please stop.
Well, I believe he often takes meals at a certain cafe near the Palais Royal. I believe you can find him there.
If we don't, I'll be back.
Really? Well, then I hope I'm mistaken.
No, you don't.
Oh, thank God. Sorry, I had to comment. That guy is a creep, pervert, and everything under the sun. I'm sorry, I had to. Normally, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll let them talk. But no, I don't want to let that guy talk. That guy's freaking... Gives me the creeps. No, I would never want to be seen in a party with that guy. Actually, I wouldn't be seen in any parties. I'd mostly be ruining them, like he is. And here's another party I'll ruin. What?
Wine delivery for the palace.
Take it round back.
Oh, wine.
Sure you clean those windows properly this time, or Mr. Le Pelletier will have my head.
Madame.
Bonjour, Citizen Le Pelletier.
Citizen Talia.
Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, I would probably ruin a lot of parties. But we will ruin this party in the next... See you in the next episode.